Okay, Chem students, in this particular video, what we're going to do is we're going to look at a little pattern here that's going to help us understand that when I have polyatomic ions, they have different endings, or there's a pattern to how you name them. And so we're going to start with what I call the chlorate series, only because it's a really good series to use to show the naming. We'll talk about it a little bit more. This is right at the tail end of this video where I was showing you how to find the 8 endings. And so right now I'm focused on this one right here. So if I know my sentence for Nick the camel ate a clam supper in Phoenix, I know that I could generate the chlorate series. And I know which one is chlorate because of the clam, remember? So one vowel, 3 consonants, and so I have ClO3. It's only going to have 1 minus, and it's going to give me the 8. So I'm going to put an ATE right here. So this one is chlorate. Now, the way this pattern works is once you've identified the number of oxygens that you're going to have for your 8 ending, you can drop 1 oxygen and that's going to give you the ite ending. And so this is going to be chlorite. Notice that the charge is going to remain the same for any of these, and that's going to be true for this naming convention. So even if I'm dealing with nitrate versus nitrite, they're still going to have the same charges. So again, this is the thing that gets you grounded. It figures out where you should be starting. Coming to this separate pattern. Okay, so the 8 is going to be right here. Drop 1 oxygen and you're going to be ite. Drop a second oxygen from your original and you're going to be hypo. Okay, so maybe I'll write that over here. Hypo, and then chlor, and it's also going to be an ite. So drop 1 oxygen, you get ite. Drop 2 oxygens, you're still an ite, but you also have to say hypo in front of it. Now there's also a pattern when you go up. So this is going to also end with an ATE, but the way that we end up getting this extra oxygen from our 8 is we're going to have a per that's right here. So I'm going to write PER. So if this was chlorate, this is perchlorate to have 4 oxygens. Again, notice these are all -1 charges. So this is the pattern. When you have different things, like let's say I have a nitrate, the ATE ending in nitrate, I can still drop an oxygen. So I can go NO2 minus, so still keep the charge that it was, and then NO2 minus, let's just write it right here, NO2 minus, this would be nitrite with the ITE ending. So again, the chlorate series gets us those patterns. Drop an oxygen, you're going to be ite. So if I come back here, and you're going to have, let's say the one that has 3 oxygens, that would be sulfite. Okay, phosphite would have 3 oxygens as well. This pattern will hold. Unfortunately, you don't always have the full series. So for example, if I was inclined to take nitrate that's right here and add an oxygen and say NO4 minus, it just so happens there just is no such thing as a per nitrate ion. The only way that I have for you right now to understand what ones are or are not available is to either memorize which ones are available to us or to be pretty good at your Lewis dot structures. And you can kind of figure it out there as well. But I think that's good for understanding the chlorate series and the naming of polyatomics here.